Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Forza Horizon 4. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're well. Autumn has arrived in Horizon 4, bringing with it a brand new festival playlist and this week's Forzathon challenges, the journey, not the destination. For those all-important 200 Forzathon points and the 15% towards the festival playlist. So if you are new around here, definitely consider subscribing. We are very close now to 13,000 subscribers. Let's go complete this week's Forzathon challenges. Now, it wouldn't be a weekly Forzathon challenge video if I didn't ask if you had Lake Lodge. If not, why not? It will double all Forzathon points for all Forzathon activities. Daily Forzathon challenges, weekly Forzathon challenges, and Forzathon lives every hour on the hour. Now, this house can be quite expensive at 5 million credits, whereas free with the VIP pass. Now, this week's Forzathon challenges vehicle selection requires us to use GT cars, and there's not too much of a selection in this category, but there are two cars you need to keep in mind: the 2017 Bentley Continental Supersports and the Maserati 2010 Gran Turismo S. These are the only two cars in the GT cars category that have a skill multiplier that can go to 6. This makes Chapter 3 earning 1 million skill score a lot quicker. For this week's weekly Forzathon challenges, I will be switching between the 2017 Bentley Continental Supersports and the 2010 Maserati Gran Turismo S. If you'd like to use the tune for either of these cars, just search my gamer tag Skippy4631 or the file name Skippy YouTube. Share codes for both tunes will be in description below. Now, we will be checking out this week's Forzathon shop, the Horizon backstage vote, and the Super 7 reward at the end of the video. But first, let's get this week's Forzathon challenges, the journey, not the destination, completed. Chapter 1, enjoyment and excitement. Own and drive any GT car. Right then, own and drive. Hop outside your festival, house or castle. Drive 2 seconds down the road. Environment and excitement completed. Did I just say environment? I meant to say enjoyment, but with Chapter 1, enjoyment and excitement completed, own and drive any GT car, it's on to Chapter 2, performance and luxury. Racing comes naturally with a pedigree like this. Race your GT car to victory in 2 street scene events. For this chapter, head on into your map and filter by the street scene series, making them a little bit easier to see and find. Now, you can do any 2 street scene races that take your fancy, but I'm heading on over to the Monument Wynds as it is one of the shortest street scene races in the game. Unfortunately, no blueprint race for this week's Forzathon challenges as you can't create them for the street scene series. Just make sure you are in a GT car and go ahead and pick whichever GT car takes your fancy. I'm going to be grabbing the 2010 Maserati Gran Turismo S. Now, the races for the weekly Forzathon challenges, the driver type difficulty does not matter. There's no reason to make this any harder than it needs to be. I'm going New Racer. Here we go then, race number 1 of our 2 street scene races. Now, we do need to win, so I'm going to make sure that I get victory in this. That's why I put it on New Racer, make it that little bit easier. Finish line in sight for race number 1 and across the line, first place. With the finish line in sight once again for race number 2, that's across the line, first place. And after winning 2 street scene events, that's performance and luxury completed. So with Chapter 2, performance and luxury completed, winning 2 street scene events, it's on to Chapter 3, speed and style. Celebrate those victories by spinning up the tyres and thrilling the crowd, earning a total of 1 million skill score in your GT car. As I said at the beginning of the video, the Bentley Continental Supersports and the Maserati Gran Turismo S both have 6 times multiplier to help you get to that 1 million skill score a little bit quicker. I personally am going to be using the 2017 Bentley Continental. Now, for skill-based challenges, you can do them absolutely anywhere on the free roam map. You can even do them during races, but to make things that little bit easier, and for those of you that have been around the channel a little while, you know exactly where I'm headed, the Greendale Airstrip. For this chapter, all I'm going to do is slide and smash and crash my way around the Greendale Airstrip, earning 170,000 skill score times by 6. If you don't have that 6 times multiplier, you're looking for 200,000 skill score times by 5. Now, of course, you don't have to do this all in one go, you can do it in bits and bobs, but I'm off to go and grab 1 million skill score. While I smash and crash my way around the airfield, I want to give a quick shout out to all the channel members. Kevin, Zeta, Justin, David, Dragon, Aaron, Carlton, Assumed, Easy, Owen and James. Thank you all so much for going that extra mile to support the channel. After smashing and crashing my way around the airfield, I smashed my 170,000 skill score target with 208,000 times by 6, banking me 1,249,010 skill points. Also, Chapter 3 Speed and Style completed. So after completing Chapter 3 Speed and Style, earning a total of 1 million skill score, it's on to our fourth and final chapter this week, Safety and Comfort. Wind down from all the showboating by taking your GT car out for a 15-mile drive. Couple of options to get this chapter complete. You can do some races, earning some credits and some influence along the way. You can cruise the free roam map, or you can do what I'm going to do, which is head onto the motorway and speed as fast as I can up and down. Here we go then, 15-mile cruise in the Bentley Continental. I'm just going to go as quick as I can up and down the motorway, doing 15 miles as quick as possible. So after cruising up and down the motorway for 15 miles, that's Chapter 4, Safety and Comfort completed, finishing off this week's Forzathon challenges, the journey, not the destination. Let's go ahead and take a look at this week's Forzathon shop. Even I this week am a little bit disappointed. The first car for grabs is the 1991 Peugeot 205 Rally, 600 Forzathon points. Second car for grabs, the 1962 Ferrari 250 GT Berlinetta Lusso, 350 Forzathon points. Matching clothing this week, the red biker jersey and the red biker trousers, 75 Forzathon points for each of those. And as always, if you're feeling lucky and got some spare Forzathon points knocking around, grab yourself a normal wheel spin for 40 Forzathon points. Or you can grab a super duper wheel spin for 150 Forzathon points. Now in terms of these two cars, let's start with the Ferrari. This car is available in the auto show for 2.6 million, so it's just a case whether you want to spend Forzathon points or you want to spend credits. Personally, I would say save the Forzathon points for another week, spend the credits. As for the Peugeot 205 Rally, this car is not available at the auto show, so it's Festival Players exclusive or Forzathon Shop exclusive. It is going for around 4 to 5 million in the auto show, but that price will soon drop with it being available in the Forzathon Shop. So should you be spending 600 Forzathon points on this car? If you don't have one like me, definitely be picking one up just for the collection, but if you already own one, save the 600 Forzathon points. So I'm going to go ahead and grab one because I don't actually own one of the Peugeot 205s. Now let's go ahead and jump over to the Horizon Backstage and look at this week's vote. Horizon Backstage is a short drive from the festival site. It can be accessed through free roam, or you can hop into your pause menu, slide on over to the cars tab and access Horizon Backstage from there. Last week's Backstage vote saw the Mini Countryman go up against the Mini Convertible, with the Mini Convertible winning that vote and is now available for purchase in Horizon Backstage. Now I'm not too sure what's going on here. This week's Horizon Backstage vote is the Buick GSX up against the Chevrolet Impala. The Buick GSX was in the Forzathon shop just last week, so I'm not sure why that's in Horizon Backstage this week, but my vote would have to be on the Chevrolet Impala. Let's go ahead and check out this week's Super 7 reward. This week's Super 7 reward is the Windows XP shutdown horn. To add it to your collection, just complete all 7 challenge cards in the Horizon Super 7. There we go, that's this week's Forzathon challenges, the journey, not the destination completed. 200 Forzathon points in the bank and 15% towards that autumn season. If you have any questions about this week's Forzathon challenges, do hit me up in the comments. I'll do my best to help you out. If you are new around here, definitely consider subscribing. We do this every single week. We'll also be completing the rest of the Festival Players live here on the channel in the next couple of days. Unfortunately, there's no new cards this week, but there are some very tasty rewards. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and have an awesome day.